Okay, this is video number 3 I'm making to show more problems, and this time I'm trying to show problem number 4 and 5. So there you go. So what strategy are you going to use? Are you going to begin with the left and get right, or are you working on left right together, or can you start with the right and can you get left? So let me start with the left side. So if I begin only with the left hand side, okay, so this is 1 minus cosine and this is 1 plus cosine. Now you can see one of the formula should strike you that a plus b and a minus b, difference of square, when you have the two binomials with the terms same except this plus and minus, you just have to square the first, subtract square the second. So likewise, here we have, so the a is, so this is the a and the b is the, this is the b, so we can use a square minus b square. So that means it's going to be 1 square minus cosine theta square. So cosine theta is the same thing, but instead of writing this step, we can write directly. This is same as writing square here. So we get 1 minus, and 1 square is 1 minus cosine square theta, and by Pythagorean formula, 1 minus cosine is sine square of theta. But the thing is, we need to really work on, somehow we want to get that thing, 1 over cosecant square. This can be written as 1 divided by 1 over sine square. Now, why did I write this? So, this is over 1, right? So, sine square I can write as 1 and divide by 1 over sine square, because this is the numerator. Keep change flip gets you there. The reason to write is, okay, 1 over sine square by reciprocal identity, cosecant is 1 over sine. So that's why if it is 1 over sine square, this will give you 1 stays the same, and this thing, this denominator will be cosecant square of theta, and that's how, and this is the right hand side, and that's all it is. You could also begin with the right side. So this was, if you start with the left side, you end up getting the right side. Or this sine square, you could straight away say, hey, sine square is 1 over cosecant square. You could write that directly from this step to this step. There's no need of in-between step here. This is not needed, because sine theta is 1 over cosecant theta. So that's the reason. I hope that helps. Now, question is, what if we started with the right side only? So if I start with the right side is 1 over cosecant square theta, and cosecant square theta by reciprocal identity is sine square theta, and this sine square you can change 1 minus cosine square theta, and now I can write difference of square this way. See, I can write this difference of square, where this is like your a and this is the b, and then you get plus and minus. So you get a is 1 and cosine is this, and that was what was the question there. And this is the, so you can start with the left, get the right, start with the right, get the left. Let's do another identity. This time problem number 5. So I'm going in order. So this video number 3 is question number 4 and 5. Now watch this. The question is, if I start with the right side one, can I get the left side? Kind of little hard. but I think we will begin with the left first and see what happens. So if I start with this is the left side. Okay. So what our option is, there's a secant here. So this means it is cosine x times 1 over secant x, right? Plus sine x, and this means it is 1 over cosecant x, right? But what is 1 over secant is this is the reciprocal, right? Reciprocal identity of cosine, so that becomes cosine and plus sine x, and this cosecant. Cosecant is 1 over sine, so 1 over cosecant is sine, so that becomes sine. So both are cos square and sine square. Cosine and cosine gives you cosine square of x, and sine gives you, and by Pythagorean identity you get equal to 1, and you're done. The question is, that's easy, so the left equals the right. But can we go from right side to, if I start with 1, of course 1, this is the right side. Sine 1 is always sine square of x plus cosine square of x. Okay, so it's like kind of going backward. So sine means you can write sine x twice, so sine x, and cosine is cosine x twice. Okay. And this sine x, one sine x, you keep it as it is, because somehow you want to get this part, right? And 1 over, this can be written as 1 over cosecant of x. This is cosine of x. So this green color sine x, I'll write 1 over cosecant of, okay? So this is 1 over secant of x, because they are reciprocal. And then it's just the same thing, sine x over cosecant of x plus cosine of x. And this is the left side. So you can start with the right side and get the left side. So this is the same thing. Only thing is the commutative property you can use, and you just use this, you can write first, this you can write second, and there you go. I hope that helps. So again, thanks for watching. Make sure your assignments, you complete all the work. I really want you to understand every step how it works. Not just, practice is the best teacher, remember. Try to use all the strategies. Or you can start with both left, right together and end up getting the same thing. But in this example, I begin from the left, I got the right, this is the right. In this case, I started from right and I got the left. Okay, hope that helps. Thank you.